Up until now, if you've been uploading content into Empower, it's likely been just content that you're sharing internally with your team. But if you're going to create a DSR, you need to certify that the content is safe to share outside of your company. So let's use this as an example. I created a video to welcome people to my DSR, and I'm going to select these three dots here, and then you'll find an option to share with the public. So click share with the public, and all you have to do is click this box that says, I certify that this content is safe to share with the public. And then you can change these options depending on your preferences. You can select email me about new viewers. And so anytime somebody watches this video, I will get an email that lets me know, hey, somebody has seen the video. And depending on the settings that we're going to look at later, they may tell you who is watching it or where they're watching it from. But if you're going to be sharing this with a lot of people and you may not want to be notified, you can just uncheck that. So it could be helpful to know when somebody's watched it, but it's just important that you customize this for each use case so it's relevant to you, so you don't end up with a ton of emails that you didn't expect. And then you can enable downloads if this is a video that you want people to be able to download. Sometimes it's not. And so you have that option. You also have the option to revoke on a specific date. So if you check on this, you can set the date when you want the video to not be shared externally any longer. But I'm just going to leave this here. So now it's going to be shared online forever until I delete it or change the settings. And you can also capture visitor information with a visitor form. So if you check this box, you can select which pieces of information are required. So like, are you going to require that somebody enters their first and last name so that they can watch it? You can select, maybe the first name isn't required, maybe neither, and then maybe their email, their phone, their company. All of these are things that you can decide. So if it's important for you to identify who is watching your video that you're sharing externally, this is a really important step to take before sharing it. So that way you get all the information that you can use to move the conversation forward strategically. I'm going to just deselect this here. And I generally do say email me about new viewers. And then I'm going to hit share. And you'll notice that once I hit share and I've certified that the content is safe to share with the public, I'm going to get this pop up here where I can go ahead and share it right away. I can share it just with this web link that I can copy and I can send anywhere. Or if I want to share it in an email, I hit the copy button right here and then I hit OK and it's saved to my clipboard. And when I go into an email, I just hit paste. And that way, at least it's not just a normal URL, but it is an image and your title of your video will pop up. Or if you want to embed it anywhere into like a website, you can copy this and hit OK and decide if you want it to be responsive and allow stretching. But most of the time, people are either going to just share the link, copy it because they want to share it in their email, or they're going to upload it into their DSR, which is another step here. So if you are going to upload it into your DSR, you don't need to do any of these, and you can just hit finish. So now the last thing you notice when you've certified that this is safe to share with the public is you now have this little red square with what looks like a little globe inside of it. So this is different than the one over here to the right. This has not been certified to share externally, and so you don't see that little red globe. So it's just a good way to kind of visually identify that you have now saved this so that it can be shared externally, which is a requirement for any content that you're going to share on a DSR. So if you are sharing on a DSR and you're trying to share something that hasn't been certified, it will tell you, hey, do you want to certify this before you share it? Is this safe to share externally? So you're not going to accidentally put something on a DSR without certifying it first.